What's going on, guys? Hail to the Hogs, back again. Another video. Today, I'm going to be talking about, I don't really have a number, but I'm going to be talking about a couple of free agents that I think the Redskins will be foolish not to go after with the free agency period creeping up on us. So, I've got them all on my laptop. My phone's sitting in front of my laptop, so if I'm looking up, that's why. We're just going to start by position. I'm going to go over some positions of need, and then I'm going to discuss who the Redskins should target based on salary, performance, basic fit, all that good stuff. So let's start off with wide receiver. The Redskins have had a wide receiver problem since arguably since Pierre Garçon and Deshaun Jackson departed the team. We brought in Terrell Pryor last year. Definitely wasn't anything near what we expected him to be. Just totally underperformed. Injury, just not what we expected. Luckily, we only brought him in on a one-year deal. So some of the bigger names, you obviously have guys like Sammy Watkins and Allen Robinson. Both of those I don't think we'll get. Sammy Watkins really wants to be back in L.A. They really like him there. I think he won't leave L.A. Allen Robinson, Bears are going big, Niners are going big. I believe the Packers said they were in the mix. The Browns, there's a couple teams, but I just don't think we necessarily have the money / need to pay that much money for Allen Robinson. So I've got two names here that I really think that would be very good fits for the team. Dante Moncrief out of Indianapolis. He's only 24, still has a lot to prove. He had decent numbers in Indianapolis, but most of the time he wasn't playing with luck. So I would like to see him end up in Washington. I think he would fit well, along with Paul Richardson out of Seattle. A decent player. Shouldn't demand too much money, and I think he fits well at wide receiver as well. With what we have so far with Doxson, a lot of high hopes for Doxson with Alex Smith coming in. Obviously, Jamison Crowder, Ryan Grant, but I think adding a couple guys that I mentioned would definitely help us out a lot. On to the offensive line, positions of need, obviously guard. It wouldn't hurt to bring in another center, but the tackles are set with Moses and Trent. But I think we could definitely bring in a guard to bolster up things. Three I have here. I have Andrew Norwell, probably going to end up in New York, or with the Giants, I might as well say, or back in Carolina. Don't think Andrew Norwell will be a Redskin. Two names I like on this list are Luke Joeckel out of Seattle. He's not too old. He's still 26. Drafted pretty high. I believe number 2 by the Jags. Let me check that. I feel like that's going to bug me. Yep, drafted 2nd overall by the Jags in 2013. Not too old. He's had a decent career. Obviously hasn't been elite. But I think giving him a nice little prove-it deal would be nice to bring him into Washington. One guy who I think will demand... That happened in last video, too. Jesus. Another guy who will probably demand a big chunk of money, as well as coming off knee surgery, so I don't know if he's ideal to bring in, but Jack Mewhort out of Indianapolis. Just a stud. Like, he's been really solid throughout his career, but that knee injury concerns me. And I don't think he'll leave Indianapolis, if we're being honest. On to position of need number 3, defensive tackle. So, we brought in Jonathan Allen last year. Slipped to, where did we draft? 12? Oh, Lord. I'm not sure. No, where did we draft? $17, okay. I don't know why I was thinking 12. But we drafted Jonathan Allen at 17. The foot kind of concerns a lot of people as far as injury. But I think on the edge we're fine. Looks like we're bringing back Trent Murphy. You've got Kerrigan. You've got Preston Smith. You've got Ioannidis. I think bringing in another interior lineman, whether that be the draft with Vita Vea or Deron Payne, I think bringing one in from free agency is a solid move. The two I really like are Sheldon Richardson out of Seattle and Dontari Poe out of Atlanta. Sheldon Richardson's 27. There's been some rumors, some grapevine kind of stuff that the Redskins are interested in him. Jim Tomsula, specifically. Do your research. You can find those rumors. Anyway, solid player. Very good with the Jets. Would like to see him in Washington. Poe, also, 27, coming out of Atlanta. Some pretty big interest in him last free agency. Didn't end up picking him up, but I think maybe 1 or 2 year deal would be really good here for Washington to bring in Dontari Poe. Another huge position of need is corner with the departure of Kendall Fuller. I don't want to say that we'll sign a corner, though. At least not a big name one. There's guys like Malcolm Butler, Terrence Mitchell. They have big markets. I don't see them ending up in Washington at all. So maybe in the draft we'll address corner, but I don't really see any solid free agent corners that the Redskins might bring in, unless maybe they re-sign Breeland. If not, if they don't let Breeland, oh my gosh, I can't talk. If they let Breeland walk, I could possibly see us throwing money at one of these corners. But that being said, corner is definitely something we should look into in the draft. The market's not too big as far as free agent corners. Now at safety, I have one player that I'm looking at safety. Sua Cravens, obviously a lot of drama there. Don't think he'll be a Redskin again. With that being said, safety is a huge need on the team, and I think they'll but I would like to see them throw a contract offer at Kenny Vaccaro, 26, coming out of New Orleans. Still pretty young, definitely had a solid season, or has had a decent career in New Orleans, and I think the age is just something that we can definitely work with as far as Kenny Vaccaro being 26. That being said, I don't think he'll demand a lot of money. But yeah, so that's pretty much it as far as free agents that I'd like the Redskins to bring in, or at least throw contracts at or have visits with. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Comment below any Redskins that you think should be... Comment below any free agents that you want to see in burgundy and gold next year. Tell me if the ones I said were stupid. Let me know, guys. So, thank you all for watching. Peace.